The German officer takes a bite of the apple while the captive pulls out a grenade and chews on it playfully. Seeing his captive's provocative smile, the officer punched him hard in the stomach. But instead of giving in, the other man vomited violently. Then he yanked out a long silk ribbon from his mouth, and at the end of the ribbon, there was a medal of the German Reich. The officer's face became serious, and he angrily asked where the medal came from. Suddenly, an alarm clock startled everyone. The adjutant tried to find out where the pocket watch was, but realized that the sound was coming from behind his captor. He wondered how his pocket watch had come into the hands of his captor and raised his hand to grab it, but the man jumped into a well. The adjutant went to the mouth of the well to check, but suddenly a hand stretched out from the well, so he called for the man to pull him up. The adjutant felt that he had been tricked, but on second thought he thought that the other man was no threat. All the soldiers took off their guard and started laughing, treating their captor like a clown. But little did they know that it was all just a setup for a bigger plan. Sensing the soldiers' relief, the captive continued to act crazy and even make more fun. But the next second, he suddenly turned and fled. The officer immediately ordered the soldiers to go after him. When they chased him to the door, they only saw the captive running carrying a barrel. The soldiers let their guard down again and laughed as they chased after him. But as soon as the barrel hit the ground, something strange happened. The captive actually disappeared. The soldiers panicked and looked around, but couldn't find him. At that moment, there was a cat call from the side. They turned their heads and realized that it was another trick played by the captive. Once again, they all burst into laughter and talked about the ridiculous trick of the captive. The officer, however, began to get distracted, realizing that his captor's behavior was anything but normal.